continue to claim your abundance.
Absolutely.
The universe will continue to bless you, and all you have to do is be yourself, be who you are.
Right.
But we're claiming it for you, and we're saying congratulations already. Yay!
Now breathe.
Hello, good evening, everyone. My name is Taya Miles, and I'm the owner of Lilia's Enterprise, LLC. We are a non-emergency medical transportation company based here in Atlanta, Georgia. We service ambulatory, wheelchair, and stretcher clients. And today, I'm here to talk to you about the detrimental situation that our senior citizens are facing when it comes to receiving their medical treatment due to a lack of transportation. So we are in the age of baby boomers, and they didn't get that name for no reason, y'all. It's a lot of them, okay? So I want to bring your attention to one in particular whose name is Tanya. She was a 55-year-old Broadway dancer who went on to be a choreographer, a wife, and a mother. And one day, while giving herself a self-exam, she noticed a lump in the top of her abdomen. She went and got it checked out, came back, she was fighting kidney disease. She was placed on the list for a kidney transplant, and she became confined to a wheelchair throughout her kidney treatment. Now, her insurance paid for that transportation, but it's only so many rides they're gonna pay for it, and she ran out. So she missed treatment. And unfortunately, while Tanya was waiting for someone else to die so that she could live, she died. She never got that kidney. And so I want to bring your attention to a community of Atlanta known as the West End. Nia? Currently in the West End, we have 40% of our seniors that are missing out on their medical treatments due to a lack of transportation. In the next 15 years, this same community is expected to grow by 60% of the senior citizen population. So what does that mean? Well, we're gonna have many more seniors. I don't want you to just hear from me. I want you to hear from a client in that West End community that we have serviced, Mr. Eugene. And I want you to hear how the transportation has affected his life.
I'm so glad to be a part of the transportation. Transportation helped me out tremendously. If it weren't for the transportation taking me back and forth to my doctor's appointment, I wouldn't even make it. So whatever they need, y'all just give it to them. I'm sure it is a blessing. Transportation taking it really truly is. And for that, I had to go to Kennesaw and back. I couldn't do it myself because I couldn't sit there. And I really appreciate it.
Yeah. So our solution here at Lilia's Enterprise to the problems that Mr. Eugene faced and the problem that Tanya had is a flat rate transportation service that provides wheelchair and ambulatory transportation 7 days a week at a flat rate service. I want to bring your attention to the amount of money that the state of Georgia has spent on the aged, the blind, the Medicaid and Medicare recipients, which are the clients that we're talking about in that West End community. Over $21 billion has been spent, and that includes transportation. Now, I also want to bring your attention to how in 2028, the private paid sector of NEMT is going to be the largest sector of NEMT. So my question to you is, who is going to be the providers that's going to service our underserved community? We are at Lilia's Enterprise. Nia, I want to show you that with a $150,000 budget, we'll be able to bring on 3 additional vans to our fleet. We'll be able to bring on 4 additional staff members, 3 in the capacity of a driver, and 1 to serve as our dispatcher/admin. Now, we need to insure the vehicles, right? So a portion of the funds will be allocated to that, along with storage space and office space for our vehicles. Next. Now, with the vans that we'll be able to bring on, we'll be able to service 360 clients a day, bringing in $3,600 daily and $1 million annually. That's on the ambulatory side. On the wheelchair side, we can service 36 clients a day, generating $900 a day and $320,000 annually for our wheelchair clients. Now again, I don't want you to just hear from me. I want you to hear from the people that we have serviced, especially in that West End community. I want you to hear from Ms. Gail and listen to how the transportation has helped her.
Because it's a great thing that will come into my life. I'm an old lady and I can do that driving and stuff, and transportation is a blessing to me. I love it. I wouldn't do nothing without transportation. And so far, everybody have been nice to me. I ain't got nobody trying to be smart, fresh, And I don't think we should have council. If they said, remember, Glenn, we're not gonna have your ride no more. I said, well, I'm sorry, I had to mess up damn healthcare because I gotta have my ride.
Ms. Gail has to have her rides, Mr. Eugene has to have his rides, and what we would have been able to do for Tanya, she needed her rides. And I wanna ask you, if that was your mother, if that was your grandmother, that was your aunt, and someone was in the position that you're in right now to be able to help them, what would you want them to do? You've heard the problem. You've seen the problem. Now let's fix it. Thank you.
Hello. So I had a question. How do 3 additional vans give you 360 additional trips a day? That's 100 trips. Or is that
15 passenger vans. So you'll make sure that each trip, each load has 15 passengers on each. At a flat rate of $10, we'll be able to do 3 rounds in an hour. And that'll give us the amount of 360 per day. With the 2 ambulatory vehicles, that's 15 passengers in those seats. And then the wheelchair van that allows us to take 1 at a time. Maybe 2, depending on the size of that client, if it's bariatric or not, but just depends on the client's needs.
And you guys take them to Kennesaw, you said?
That client in particular, so we can. The pilot that I'm presenting to you all tonight includes a 10-mile radius. However, if a client needs to go over those 10 miles, we'll be able to accommodate that at a per mile rate.
I thought you kept saying flat rate, but it's $10 per mile?
Within the 30314 area, you're able to get your ride for $10. If you need to go, and you get 10 miles included in that, which it covers that radius for the West End area. Now, in Mr. Eugene's case, he needed to go to Kennesaw. Now, his insurance paid for that, but if he didn't have his insurance to pay for that, we would offer him the 10 miles included, and then we'll offer him a per mile rate at a discounted rate.
From an equity angle, how do you deal with people that don't have $10 that way and $10 back? How does that work equitably?
Well, my team's goal is to work with the independent living facilities, the assisted living facilities. We have a monthly pass rate. So what we'll be able to do is pitch this to the property managers, the executive directors of those facilities, so they can sponsor the monthly passes. As long as the clients are getting picked up from the same location, great, they can use that pass. It also gives the property a selling point when someone who's bringing their mother that lives in New York, when they're coming down to get their housing organized. And that property can say, hey, we offer transportation, because they do with that monthly pass. Now, that also takes the cost off the resident or the client because the property is paying for it.
Do you have some models where that's playing out, where you're seeing that they're receptive to that?
Yes, actually, we have 2 properties in which we have contracts with that we take their seniors throughout the month to do shopping, and the property covers the cost. And they get 10 rides. 10 passengers at a time to do that. So the property covers that cost.
How do they get the rides with you? Do they call a call center? Is there an app, or how does that work? Are you getting all 15 of them, or are you having to go and stagger where you get them? How does that work?
Well, we have a routing software, we have a dispatch team. So we can set up a corporate account for any facility that agrees to have the monthly pass sponsored by them, and they can input the ride for the client. Now, if the client wants to book individually, they can call into our dispatch department. They don't have to have an app, and they can put the order in with our dispatcher. Any other questions?
Thank you.
Thank you.
One more thing, sorry. I'm sorry. I definitely did that on purpose. Okay, so we have, of course, a $150,000 pot. We talked about that there were different ways that could be disseminated. What our steering committee and judges have decided is that they want to do 3 equal amounts for 3 finalists. So you all be 3 different $50,000 awards that will be granted out to each organization that we announce here for. So drum roll, please. Get through it.
All right.
Finishing first place with us, top vote getter for us this afternoon was Lelia's Enterprise.